This is Sarah Isenberg. Welcome to yoga. We are about to do an hour-long class. Please work at your own pace, your own level. I come to you in your home each week from my home, teaching a fun, beginner-safe yoga class. I have my dog in class, so bring yours if you have one or a cat. And ask me any questions. If you have any questions about the sequence or anything like that, let me know. I am a certified yoga instructor since, for over 30 years, and I am a master body intuitive, which is a medical medium, and that's what I do all day. If you need help with that, let me know. Please like and subscribe so that you can make it to every class. See you on the mat. All right, we're going to start on our back. Have blocks around and a strap. And go ahead and lie down. Pull your knees into your chest and circle your knees. And go the other way. Hug your right knee in, send your left leg up, and start to flex and point that foot up at the sky. Keep the ankle loose and shake out the leg. Jiggle it in the socket. And then engage all the muscles and dorsiflex that foot. Circle the leg at that socket root, thigh root. Go the other way and just notice, did the opposite side, the bent knee side, tighten up in the hip flexor as it felt the left side get looser? Hold it still, keep that flexion, and send the leg all the way down into the floor, onto the floor. Pull the right knee in close and circle that knee. Go the other way. Pull the knee open to the right, and with your left hand, smooth down the feathers of your skin. So very superficially, like as though you were feathered. You're just or wearing velvet or sequins, and you're just smoothing them all down in the same direction. Maybe there's like a bunched up area. See what you observe. Pull the knee into the midline, shift your hips over to the right, reach your right arm open and twist. Take that same hand, that left hand, and smooth down the right side of your body. Again, like you're wearing velvet or sequins and you're just trying to smooth the material out into the same direction. You'll notice prickly areas that need extra smoothing. And then let the hand relax on that right knee, right above the leg, so you're not putting pressure on the joint. Turn the head to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, soften into the earth. As though you were forest bathing somewhere. Inhale like you're breathing in pine. Exhale, feel the softness of the earth just hold you in its loving strength. Begin to circle your right arm down all the way around as though you're moving your fingers through the earth, leaving your fingerprints on the ground. And reach out to the right and let that roll you onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest lovingly, and again, circle your knees. A pace that's smooth, opening up your sacrum, lubricating what might be tightness in your hip sockets, maybe kind of dry in there. This gets all the fluids, the healthy healing, switch directions of your rotation, the healthy healing fluids moving into the vessels, hydrating, nourishing your skin, your bones, your tendons, all the tissue of the body. Hug the left knee in closely and lift your right leg to the sky and start to flex and point the foot. Gaze lovingly at your foot and align it with the rest of the leg. If it's distorted, just notice. Don't be hard on it. Be really caring. Let your ankle be loose and then jiggle the whole right leg from the socket. Just let it shake, 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 shake. Shaking out like its history, its memory, its stories. And then re-engage, reanimate all the way to the heel, dorsiflex, and circle the leg from the root of that femur bone. Relax your shoulders, your fingers, your face. Go the other way. Center it and release it down, out, and onto the earth. Let it soak into the ground. Pull your left knee in closely and circle. Again, feeding all those little blood vessels, all those connectors. Go the other way so that when you walk and play and bend your knees, everything is aligned and working well. Hold the front of your left shin, open the leg toward the left, and with your right hand, smooth down the material of your body. All the sequence going the same way. Breathe. Touching your skin, touching at this level, it's a caress. It's engaging intimately with the self. Like a friend, someone who loves you, someone who cares. Can you feel that connection from your hand to the rest of the body? What is the relationship? Is it patient, kind, thoughtful? Curious? Or is it critical? Pull the knee into the midline. Shift your butt over to the left. Reach your left arm open and just let yourself fall into this twist. And then again with the right hand, smooth down the sideline of the body. Noticing any prickly, spiky areas. And apply gentle, caring touch. As you sink deeper into the earth, let that right hand relax on the leg and begin to circle that left arm around. As though there was thick mulch, earthy below you, earth below you. Just imagine tracing your fingers along that ground. Fingerprints being left in the earth, getting some earth in those nail beds. My aura ring, when I just plant something in like a bucket, my heart rate variability, which is one of the signs of health, improves dramatically. My heart rate drops dramatically. It's really strangely amazing. And the next time your arm is out to the left, big breath, melt into the ground a little more. As though we're just there to hold you. And then reach through your left arm, let it roll you to your back. Hug yourself here, pulling knees in. Slide your hands up toward your ankles. and a very relaxed, happy baby with flexed feet, legs comfortably wide, pressing knees gently into the arms and the arms coaxing the hips to open a little more. No strain though, just an invitation. And I am rocking side to side, using the ground as a masseuse here, getting into those tight nooks and crannies that have snuck into my sacrum. You guys, there's this incredible nerve plexus in this part of the body that if you came from a rough earlier life, and we all had our ups and downs, right? This area gets depleted. And if you go into fight or flight or freeze a lot, this area is just locked up. So let's give it just a little bit of a sleeping beauty kiss here and wake it up. There's so many good endorphins here and endogenous opiates that run through here that can help us with anxiety and our own tension, our own struggles. Let the feet go. Plop them down onto the floor. Let the knees fall in. Interlace your fingers with the pointer fingers up to the sky, reaching the arms over your chest. And then slice the arms all the way to the floor behind you. Do this 10 times. Fingers up to the sky, slice it back. Almost like you're chopping a log behind you that's over your head. And your hand is the axe. But it's like a smooth log, so your hands go right through it like butter. 4, 3, 2, and reach. And then grab one of your blocks, put it between your upper knees. I have it the narrow width, but you could choose medium. Relax your arms down and gently start to pulse your legs into the block, turning on your inner thigh muscles. 10 of these. 3, 2, 1. Take your hand, stop pulsing there. Take your hand to your butt cheeks, hands to your butt cheeks, and gently, I guess not gently, start to grip your butt, pulsing, you're turning on the muscles of your glutes, on and off, squeezing just the butt. So don't squeeze the knees now, just the glutes engage. But what I don't want is you to push your low back into the floor. Keep a natural arch in your low back. See if you can activate your glutes without a pelvic tilt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now goal post your arms, fists up to the sky. Press your elbows down into the ground and release so that your shoulder blades are softly, like a whisper, sliding toward the center of your spine and then away. As you are pulsing, let's add the leg squeezes, squeezing into the block. 10 of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the legs. Mine are even shaking. Take your hands just straight back where they are onto the floor. Glide the fingertips together and then back to that goalpost shape. But this time the hands are on the floor with the palms open. Fingertips come together over the head, making kind of a diamond, and then back to goalpost. If it isn't too much, do this and contract the glutes without squeezing the inner thighs, without pressing the lower back into the floor. Can you activate those tushies? 6, 5, and reprogram your shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm laughing because it's harder than I thought it would be. And then stretch your arms, squeeze the block. Ooh. Take your hands behind your head and pick your feet up into a tabletop position. Crunching up here and lower down, squeeze the block. Inhale, let's exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, down. 10, My feet are flexed. 8, 7. Pulling the belly down when you come up. 5. Squeezing at the top. 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold. Flex those feet. Squeeze the heck out of that block. Lower the head. Keep the legs where they are. Straddle the arms or tee the arms out with the palms down. Squeeze the block and bring the right sits bone toward knees go to the right and land on that right butt center. So center the butt bone on the floor. Tip your left hip away from your waist and squeeze that block. Hold right here. Hold and squeeze the block. So my knees are really off the ground. They're like not at all near the floor. Try to keep your feet wide. Now, dig into the belly and get those muscles and turn those on. Use those to roll yourself back to the middle. Not momentum and not your legs. The deep abs. Deep breath in the center. Exhale, glide over toward the left onto your left butt bone. Lock that right shoulder down. Roll your right hip away from the waist and then squeeze that block. Squeeze. Use your adductors. Squeeze that. Right shoulder down. Now, inhale. Exhale. Deep belly engagement. Roll the belly. You'll feel it working as it pulls you towards the center. Okay, let's do this again. Deep breath, stay in the center. Exhale. Tip toward the right sits bone. Roll your left hip away from your waist. Pin your left shoulder down and squeeze the block. Breathe here. So the ribs might be flaring. Pull those ribs down. And then tummy does the work. Belly rolls you back up to center. Inhale. Exhale to the left sits bone. Right shoulder stays down. Squeeze the block. Hold here. Outer right hip rolls away from the waist. Yes. Enjoy this toning, shaping of the abs. And then deep belly rolls you back to center. I hope you guys felt that. And then put the feet down on the floor. Take the block out. Give yourself a big squeeze. Hurrah. You've turned on your core. And then roll to your right. Come on up onto your hands and knees. Good morning. And start to cat-cow, waking up your spine. Opening up the chest, shoulders. Coordinating with your own timing here so that you're working with the breath. As you come into cat, really squeeze the navel up to the spine. Inhaling as you're dropping the tummy for cow. Exhaling, inhaling. This is the inhale. Exhale is cat. Inhale, cow. Walking the knees back a little more. Start to circle the hips in a big, big circle. I'm also doing a bit of a head neck release as I do this. Moving my head around too. Go the other way. I like to close my eyes and just feel into this. Where do I need to stretch more as we get off that linear path forward and back for a few moments, circling. Rotation is so important and we don't do nearly enough of it in our lives. And then when you're ready, slide your hips to your heels and rest in child's pose with the arms extending forward. Oh, breathing deeply into your back. Feeding all those nerves that were waking up today. Bring your awareness to that sacral plate and all that nerve plexus, that brain plexus. It is bi-directional, sending information from the head brain, heart brain, gut brain down, and from the legs, the feet, the lower body, the reproductive organs, the kidneys, up. Stretch through your fingertips. Stretching from stem to stern. Rounding forward into a cat. Let the hips heavily fall toward the floor as you come into kind of a saggy, lazy cobra. Open the chest. Oh. Roll down onto your tummy. Reach your right arm out to the right. Lock your right shoulder onto the floor and roll to the right. Reach your left arm up to the sky and back of the hand faces your right side of the room and reach with those fingers. Feel the right shoulder blade, the one on the floor. Perhaps, maybe the front of it. I don't know what, you probably feel a lot of things. Let your head rest. And if you're like, no, my head is not resting here, try a block under your head. Oh, I don't like that at all. But you might, it kind of depends on the length of your neck. Okay. And then roll to your tummy. Careful about your boobs. If they're smushed too much here, please modify. Reach your left arm open. Roll to your left. Lift your right arm up, back of the hand toward the left side of the room. And then kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together as you press that right hand toward the wall on your left side. You're going to feel stuff, I think. Keep that left shoulder pinned. Long, streamlined body. Breathe. Whoa. And then roll to your chest. Roll into your tummy. Hands by the sides of the chest, forehead on the floor. Pop up onto your fingertips so your hands are tented off the ground, but the fingers are pushing into the earth. Shoelace side of the feet down. Straighten out your heels and lengthen your tailbone. Inhale. As you exhale, press down through the fingers and lift the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Roll the chin up to the sky and then come down vertebra by vertebra onto the chest. Pick your hands up like goalposts. Reach them forward overhead into that diamond. We did this on our back. And back to a goalpost. Reach them to fingertips together, diamond. And back to goalpost. Forehead stays on the floor. Can you bring the fingertips together just using your intuition? Your proprioception of where am I in space without looking. 5. Feel your back. 4. Keep your feet pressing. 3. 2. 1. Lift your face. Bring the arms into goalpost. Put the hands flat on the floor. Cobra. Tuck your toes. Give your calves a break. Press your butt back. Dynamic child's pose with the toes tucked under. My dog does this when he doesn't want to really commit to sitting. Like he's like, fine, I'll placate you. He doesn't roll over his feet. That's kind of what we're doing too, because we're not staying here. And then lift your bum, down dog. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Alternate here, but give yourself plenty of time to let the muscles get hydrated, innervated, and come online. There are fewer blood vessels in this part of the body, and they really need our attention. Then start to walk your feet forward, making your way to the top where your hands are. Bending the knees, pull your heart through your arms, and then melt down over your legs like a liquid jello. Tuck your chin, head is heavy. And then lift through the chest, let the heart bubble upwards, arms go wide, reach up, look up, press your palms together, press your hips forward and slice back toward the wall behind you, reach. Coming upright, bring your palms into your heart, close down the eyes, squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Elbows are right and left. Thighs are alert. Toes are long and spread. Starting at the feet, root into the earth. Feel the energy rise up into the pelvic floor. Land in the heart. And let an intention start to form. Hold it softly. Hold it softly. Just a little baby bud. Release the hands down, palms are forward, as though you're scooping energy up. Reach up to the sun. Exhale, let it go. Surrendering, folding over, falling forward. I like the blocks here at the top of my mat. Just kind of a sense of safety. Inhale, pull the heart forward and step back. Left foot, right foot. Come down, right elbow, left elbow. Holding forearm plank. Tuck in the tummies. Tuck in anything kind of hanging toward succumbing to gravity. Pull it up. Use muscles. Align the heels in case your feet are doing something funny. Shoulder blades are strong, lats are on. Hold and breathe through your nose. Try to lengthen here. Taking fear out of the equation. Moving into power, moving into strength. Let the hips come down. March your elbows forward. Keep the hands together. Bring them together. Point your toes. Sphinx. I'm pushing my fists down and I'm pulling my elbows isometrically in. And that lets me lift my chin. Long toes, long tops of feet. Take your jaw forward, your lower teeth forward. And lift, I don't know what this action is actually. But you're moving the lower jaw forward, kind of chomping up and down. This tones saggy neck skin. Or muscles. And then come on down. Place the hands by so the thumbs are in line with the nipples. Feet are strong. Can we lift here to up dog? Push down through the feet. Lift your hips up, your legs up. Let your shoulders be open so the chest can pull through. And then tuck your toes under. Down dog. Let's just keep it here. Straighten out your dog so that your hands are in the same latitude. That your toes are all aligned. If you're tight here, most of us are, bend the knees a little. Tip the pelvis so the sits bones are reaching up. Squeeze the arms to whatever length they'll go. Eyes are settling between the feet. Powerful breath. Look up to your hands. You can walk or you might already feel ready to jump. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, surrender and bring your palms to the ground. Let the earth nourish you. Inhale, root through your legs to rise up, hips forward, head back. Exhale, return the heart, hands to the heart, dipping into that well of intention. Release the hands down, palms open. Inhale, up. Exhale, diving over. Inhale, look up. Step right foot, left foot back. Drop left elbow, right elbow down. Hold. Breathe. Pull against gravity. Tummy in, long spine. Lower the pelvis, lower the head, hands by the side of the chest. Lift to upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Quieting the monkey mind. Raise the heels, bend the knees, exhale, walk or jump to your hands. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, palms grounding into the earth. Leave your handprint on the ground as you rise up, hips forward, head back. Exhale, hands dip into that intention, well of the heart. Release the hands down. Inhale, reach them up. Expressions of the heart. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, lifting the heart and offering. Exhale, step back. Left foot, right elbow, left elbow. Breathe. Hips come down, plant the hands by the side of the chest, upward dog, cascade upward. Roll over the feet, downward facing dog. Stillness. Plumbing deeper into the self, plugging deeper into the earth. Inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Travel forward. Inhale, look up, an offering of the heart. Exhale, fold. Ooh, what are you offering to? Something bigger. Bend the knees, raise the arms. Work your legs, sit low, squeeze the glutes, reach with the arms. Bring the hands to prayer pose. Lift the left heel, draw left knee up like a flamingo. Torso parallel to the floor, reach left leg behind you. Hold and hover. Stretch the arms behind you, use your back. Tummy resist, pull it up, away from gravity. Tuck your left toes back. Whoa. Inhale, find your balance. Inhale, rise, crescent. Deep right leg. Inhale, stretch, hands to the heart, left elbow outside, right leg, twist. Breathe, push your elbow into your leg and resist with that leg. Feel it to the glute. If you want, left hand to the earth, right arm high. Get long through your center line. Exhale, twist. Bring your right hand down, step back to plank. We'll hold it here. Gauge your back, look forward, chaturanga. Roll the toes over, big up dog, open your chest. Yes, exhale back, down dog. Inhale, raise your heels, exhale, bend the knees, travel. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, melt. Chair. Prayer. Stand on your left foot, spike your right heel, torso parallel to the floor, flamingo. Right heel back, hover. Hold. Arms swing back, breathe, use your back. Fly. Crescent. Step back, raise the arms up. Breathe, bend that left knee. Keep the spine tall as the hands come to the heart, right elbow, outside of leg twist. Push knee into arm. Wait, yes, that's what I meant, okay. Yes, and then bottom hand to floor if you'd like, top arm high, or hold where you are. Inhale, spin, exhale. Left hand down, right hand down, plank it. Chaturanga, upward facing. Downward facing. Hold and breathe. Hands on the same plane, feet at the same plane, shoulders open. High stretch. Get the plaque off your spine. Wake up all those brain parts in the spine. The spine innervates, it feeds the organs. What is it feeding to the organs? What information? Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Travel forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. You want it to feed information of peace. Drop the head, pull the belly in. This becomes a virtuous cycle. Let go of stress, let go of thinking here. Bend the knees, raise the arms up, chair. Bring hands to prayer, spike your left heel. Lift your left foot, flamingo. Extend your left leg back, fly. Reach your arms back. Bend the right leg, step back. Warrior two, windmill your left arm up and back. Migrate your right foot over a couple inches to the left. Sink. Hold. Feel the spine and the arms expressing the heart. Hands expressing the heart. Lift the palms up, imagine rubies glowing in your palms. Turn the palms down, seed the ground with those gorgeous colors. Straighten the right leg, pivot the right foot to the left. Hands at the lower back. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Make sure your toes are in one straight line. Bring the hands to the ground. Bend your left knee if you can. Whatever amount you can, flip your right toes up. Stretching those muscles that we worked earlier so they're getting stronger and stretchier. Great balance. We don't want them to dry out. And then come to center. We won't do the other side just yet. Walk your head in the direction of the floor. If it doesn't go there, put a block or a couple blocks under there if you can, so that you have a contact with the ground wherever it is, so that it creates a different type of relaxation when the head is making contact with something. Lift the arches of the ankles and let that kind of reflect up into the knees, up into the pelvic floor, diaphragm, palate, head. Diaphragms, actually throat too. Your diaphragms all along the way there. So I did it on the right side, but my left side was saggy. I do it on both. Inhale, lift halfway here. Walk your feet in a little bit. Hands to the hips, elbows point upward. Inhale, lift yourself up. I'm gonna cross my arms to have a sunrise effect. So I cross them up and over, warrior two. Right foot pivoted. Windmilling the hands down, plank. Now I'm gonna rotate my feet toward my right. So the heels go right. I'm keeping the feet staggered and the left arm high. My right shoulder blade is on my back. Now I'm gonna lift my left foot and put it into a tree. So I'm in tree on my right hand. Left arm can be playful. You could do this on your forearm also if this doesn't feel good. Now step behind yourself and you're gonna gently pivot so that right shoulder blade scoops onto your back and that left arm reaches back. Push down through your feet. Lift that sacral plate. Gorgeous, guys, beautiful women. Come back over and lower your knees. Let's switch the hands around. So pivot the fingers toward you and point your toes and lean back, stretching those carpals, those wrist casings. Lots of good acupoints here. Lots and lots and lots. They all intersect here. Sit back onto your heels and just have your wrists, pinkies together, wrists face the sky. And then they're almost like mating. You're gonna roll your left wrist on top of your right wrist The hands are like kind of like butterfly wings here. And just hold there. Let the meridians balance. And then you're just going to flip it. Let's weave back and forth here. Are we doing the same thing? Oh, you're just doing it up there. Okay. See how I'm not lotus rolling. Let me get closer. Maybe we're doing the same thing. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Good. Now we can take it into a lotus roll. Backs of the hands come together. Fingers scoop in. And you make a lotus on the way out. Comes in to that intention, sweeps over the heart, and reveals that beauty. And I love, right, the metaphor. We dredge through the shit, through the mud. It comes through our beautiful heart center, and it flowers open. Dredge the shit in the mud. Pull it up through your beautiful heart, and it flowers open. Okay. Hands come back down to the ground. Walk your knees and feet back, down dog. Shake out your head. Fire, lion's breath. Inhale, raise the heels, tongue is put away, bend the knees, travel forward. Inhale, look up, flush out toxins with that exhale, not forward fold. Bend the knees, chair, prayer. Flamingo the right heel, lift it up and extend that leg back. Float the arms back, use your back muscles, bend the standing leg, warrior two. Sunrise, the arms open. Left foot migrates to the right a bit. Hold and breathe. Turn the palms up, emeralds glowing from your palms. Spine tall. Straighten your left leg, pivot the toes to the right. Interlace your fingers. Behind your low back, open the chest, look up. Wrap it forward, head coming down, arms extending overhead. If it doesn't work, which sometimes the shoulders don't, grab a strap and use that. Or if they're working just fine, palms come together, micro bend the elbows, engage the upper back muscles, and deepen. Arches active. Tummy in. Release the hands, bend the right leg. Flip your left toes up. Hydrating, stretching inner groins. Squeeze sits bones for stability so that first chakra, our sense of foundation, our sense of safety, a family, feels supported. Back to the middle. Grab your big toes with your fingers. First, peace fingers grab, and then the thumb makes a lock. Inhale, lift up, and then pull down, pulling actively with your arms to stretch perhaps deeper. Fronts of the legs are engaged and the hamstrings stretch. This doesn't feel good on knees, I've been told, so your knees can bend, and maybe that's better for you. So please modify as you wish, as you need. Release those toes, Bring the feet a little closer for strength. Inhale, look forward. Hands to your hips, rise. Warrior two. I'm sun rising, the arms open. Cartwheel the hands to the mat, and you're going to step that left foot back. Swivel heels to the left, right arm high. Pick up your right foot, put it into tree. You can be down on your left forearm if needed. Hips are up, playful with that right arm. Left shoulder blade strong. Step behind. Really get that shoulder blade on the back so you can do a comfortable back bend here. Stepping behind yourself, reaching into wild thing. That's it, Joelle. Good. Lift your bum. That's it. And then careful on your way back over. Come on down. Pivot your fingers around to 6 o'clock and stretch out those wrists. Circle around the wrists, so rolling in a circle here. Taking my shoulders around the circumference of the hand, the wrist really. Go the other way. My wrists are forward. I've got my fingers at 6 o'clock-ish. And then sit back and shake out your wrists, shake out your hands. Shake, 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 shake. Come onto your kneeling shins, tuck your toes, and plug your hands into this area. Actually, let's not do anything except rub here. So take your hands. I just happen to have some. If you happen to also have this nearby, deep by doTERRA, a little ad. Actually, Joelle's the one who first showed me this. She was like, is this good? And I was like, I like China gel. She's like, I think this is good. And I was like, I'll try it. And I do think it's good. So if you happen to have that, don't put too much on though, because then your hands will be slippy. But I'm going to rub into my low back. Waking up these deadened nerves. Okay. Now, my thumbs are plugging into my sacrum. My fingers are forward, and I'm shifting with my thumbs. My sacrum forward, the whole pelvic bowl forward, elbows squeeze in, chest lifts. So I'm not collapsing yet. Ideally, I don't. As I reach back to my heels, I keep that bow in my back, that bowspring, and I lift through my heels, and then the head can go back. Oh, and that's a big camel, yeah? And then bring your hands to the floor in front of you. Shake your tail. Shake that booty. Twerk that booty. Twerk the booty. Shake the booty. Twerk and shake the booty. How do people do that? Crazy twerking like some. I can't do it. And yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. And then come on up again. And again, let's go through that the same way. If your back bend's deeper than mine, comfortably, you can have shoelace side down. If your back bend is like, ouchie, try a block between the ankles. It gives the legs information so that the muscles, if they're not doing the right thing, do the right thing. Thumbs hooking here, lift up as you make that arch. And then reach back to the heels and pull, which will give you even more back bend. Oh, and lift. Lift, 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 lift. Oh, and come up. Let me see you guys. Will you guys do it one more time from the side so I can kind of see or see better? Have I tortured you? Okay. Okay, good. Yep, yep. Nice. Elena, what's really good right now are your quads. Joelle, you too. And then tits up. Really lift those boobs. Oh, that's a ticket. Nice. Boobs up. Boobs up. Good. And then come up. Good. It's really good. And then bring your, yeah. And then shake her out, shake it like a salt shaker. Shake it. Good. Those are good. All right, let's come onto our backs and have blocks, because maybe that was, it really depends on like your needs. Sometimes some people's backs are like, oh God, that's what I needed. And other backs are like, that was all I could handle. So if that was what you needed and you need more, you're going to come into bridge with the fingers interlaced, or grab a fistful of mat and replicate the camel here as you take bridge pose. With bridge, there's just so much more room because there's just more real estate free here. So you could get away with not really lifting that front body the way we have to in camel. So I want you to apply what you did in camel here. Knees are forward, heart is back, and you're using your back muscles to levitate, to press up through that spinal column. If your back has had enough, go ahead and slide the block under your sacrum. You can still do it plenty here. In fact, maybe more, without the pressure of having to hold your butt in the air. When you get tired, slide the block under there and stay a while longer. Keeping that really gorgeous muscle work in the back body. Nothing like a toned back in a backless dress, right? It just looks so good. But why does it look good, right? We see that our structure is being held. Our heart is it's like a jewel on the perfect setting. The shoulders holding the jewel of the heart in all its beauty. Breathe, letting those hip flexors get some nice moisture. When we're in our car a lot, boy, these suckers get short. We want to hydrate them. We want them to really be happy, elastic. They do so much hard work holding our upper and lower body together. Hopefully your block is there, and now you can lift your legs up and get this delicious inversion. There's this substance talked about in the Yoga Sutras all throughout the yoga literature called Amrit. And it's this fountain of youth, the nectar of the juice of life force energy. And the yogis believe, and in most Eastern medicine practices, they believe that as we age, it flows down to our lower body and it doesn't circulate back up. So inversions are a way of taking that nectar that's gotten lodged in our lower body and letting it come back up, bringing beauty back into the face, to the skin, to the lungs, to the heart. Recycling that nectar. But in this shape, and when we're holding the inversion, it flows into the throat and then to the back of the head, forward like a light, out through the third eye. Science hasn't caught up with this necessarily, but we have discovered melatonin lives in every single cell, and melatonin is a light conductor, where it really accumulates and shines out like a honeycomb in our pineal gland. And you see that beautiful aggregate in the center of the brain, lit up like the light of a lighthouse. Bend the knees, plant the feet back down on solid ground, lift your butt, and hold the shape of bridge again. Like little puppies, like you're at a puppy party and little puppies are running under you. You don't want to crush those cute little puppies. Okay, they're all collected now. Let your hips come down slowly. The earth is waiting to hold them. Nice arch in your low back. Bring your hands onto the handlebars of your hips and play around here with imprinting your spine and arching your low back. And if that feels safe enough, add the motion of a clock, a rotation, just using your pelvis, keeping the legs as still as you can. Go around the clock. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then switching directions when you feel ready. Finding the intelligence here as we're wiring into that sacral brain. Again, this is actual brain, like gray matter that we need to have to really capitalize on the intelligence available to us. The wisdom, the health, the healing. Feel into a place where you feel even. Widen your feet apart and let the knees slosh right and left. Languidly bring the arms overhead. This is really like unstructured. This week is so heavy with structure. Saturn is just like squeezing us like toothpaste all over the place. So I just want to offer you a few moments of structured but casually structured movement amidst this week that might feel very constricted. We've got Mars and Pluto in play oppositionally, so there's just a ton going on in the atmosphere that may be activating you in ways that feel beyond your control. So let's just bathe in this moment together. Playful sisterhood here. Pick a side, just let the knees flap and reach the arms in a way that feels good. Press the knees away from you in a way that feels therapeutic. Relax the tension, bringing the knees up and over. And again, bring the tension by stretching the arms. And if this particular astrology configuration does start to really hem you in this week, remember to pause, find playfulness, find shaking, find a way to loosen up within yourself that isn't being provided in the environment. Let the knees relax, the elbows relax so the tension comes off the shape. Engage the belly just enough. Bring the knees back up. Toe heel your feet in together, bringing soles of the feet together. If you have two blocks, slide them under the knees as they come apart. If you don't, hopefully you can maybe use pillows or anything you need for this to feel comfy. Hand on the heart area, sort of center of the chest, breast area, and on the belly. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Breathe in more at the top. Exhale. Let it go. Imagine that forest again, as though the air were pine scented, the earth, mulchy, composting smell rising up from the soil. Light poking through the canopy above. You can trust the earth below you and let it soak up your stress, She will compost it. She will use it to grow beauty. She will use it to grow stronger. Sliding the blocks out, start to straighten the leg. Reach the hands back to the head, prop it off the ground. And rotate using your hands, the head, left ear in the direction of the shoulder. Right ear to the right shoulder. Center the head and carefully lower it down. Inject the fingers into governing vessel 16, which is just go to the base of the head where it meets, where the atlas meets, and then meets the top of it. So right there, the top of the neck, and then go up an inch and press. And then slide the fingers along the base of the skull, right at the hairline. And then flat palms down the sides of your neck. Moving limp. Super lightly go under the collarbones and stroke out toward the shoulders. Backs of the hands come to the armpits and go down the side ribs. Just one hand goes across that lower sacral area, that low back sacrum area. And then the other. Bring the hands around, and just the right hand sweeps across the bottom of the ribs to the left repeatedly. Cleaning out, detoxing here. We want those lymph to clean out anything that they're fighting, viruses, parasites, toxins. We want them working for us. No stagnation there. And then drawing the shoulder blades onto the back, turn the palms up, the insides of the arms up, a couple rolls of legs and arms. So you can just flop open here. Breathe in through your pelvic floor, all the way up to the top of the lungs. And then exhale, side out, and let go right into Shavasana. Held in this forest of energy, safely, in the frequency of love and care. Know that your atoms are in training to this frequency. Breathe in deeply. Use the exhale, knowing that you're discarding anything that doesn't align with this higher energy of love and care and grace. Aware of all those anxiety-filled frequencies falling away. Those distortions, heavy delusion. See a glowing ball of light. It may not be inside you, it might be to the right of you or left of you. Can you imagine magnetically pulling it into alignment with you somewhere, maybe one of your chakra centers? And then let that ball of light enter your field and inform your field until your entire energetic field is glowing, informing your material body. Helping your cells remember how to glow. Take a deep breath in, circulating the light. And exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath. When you're ready, stretch, yawn. Arms reach overhead, fingers wiggling and reaching, flowing perhaps all the way to the tip. Toes doing the same. Reaching that light out into the edges of your physical field, so far beyond in the energetic. Left knee draws in as you roll into a ball. And maybe it's even easier here in this distilled position, this little focused position, to see that ball of light glowing around you and from within you. Pulling from that field that stream intelligence. Freeing you from the bondage of the past. Push down into the ground, rising up and taking a strong seat. Finding yourself held, supported by the earth and your own structure. There's an ease to this. The joy as the arms reach up. Still having access to that ball of light, palms prayer together and slide through it, landing in the center of the heart. That intention that's been growing throughout this practice, meet it now like a beautiful lily that's opened. Imagine inhaling and smelling that fragrance, whatever flower you have there. Again, breathe it in. And then next time I breathe in, we'll let out the sound of Om. Bowing in great reverence, honoring yourself, this practice, the source of all life, of all that is. Sitting up tall, thank you for joining me in this space. Thank you for bringing your hearts and your wisdom and allowing me to play in the sandbox with you guys. I love you. See you soon.